Hey everybody, we're here at Six Flags Darien Lake today. It's a Monday, so it should hopefully be pretty slow. I'm gonna get on into the park. I'll see you guys once we're in. All right, we're in the park now. I wanted Ride a Steal to be my first ride, but Predator's right here and it's gonna be the most painful of the day, so might as well get it over with now. So I'm gonna get on Predator. Alright, so I just rode Predator and people really freak out over how rough it is. I rode up towards the front, so I don't know if maybe it's worse in the back, but that's why I didn't ride in the back, because that's always the roughest on wind coasters. I love the backseat for airtime, but when they're rough, it's bad. But yeah, that ride was not rough. It had a little rattle to it, but it didn't jackhammer and it didn't toss me around. It definitely didn't hurt, and I actually got really good airtime over those hills. It's actually fun. I don't understand. Everyone talks about how this ride is rough and worthless, and then they go and talk about how Shivering Timbers is this amazing ride. And the layout of Shivering Timbers, of course, is amazing. Like, it looks great, but that ride hurt and this ride didn't, so I don't understand. But anyway, we're gonna get on Ride a Steal. It's gonna be the best ride in the park. Let's do it. All right, Ride a Steal was very, very fun. In terms of where it ranks in my hypers, Diamondback is still definitely #1, and this might be #2, this or Raging Bull. Better than the Morgan hypers, definitely better than Goliath. I feel like anything's better than Goliath. Goliath's probably the worst hyper, it's just such a waste. But anyway, yeah, good airtime on the first drop and on both the airtime hills, good airtime on both the bunny hills at the end. Those helixes are kind of a waste of speed. Like, I feel like they could have had one helix and then a few more hills or something, but it was still really fun. A great layout over the lake, and yeah, I loved it. So I'm not gonna get a re-ride because the entire station is full, and normally that's not bad, but they're running one train here at Darien Lake. Can't really blame them. They're out in the middle of nowhere and it's a Monday and it's not very crowded, but we're just gonna go ride some other stuff. So I'll see you guys once we get to the next attraction. All right, we're gonna go ride Darien Lake's Boomerang. It seems like all the small to mid-tier parks have one of these, but you know, it's still a fun ride. It's just a clone, but still enjoyable. So yeah, let's get on. All right, Boomerang was okay. Definitely the roughest Boomerang I've ever ridden. Rattled pretty hard, and I banged my head once, but that was my fault for not being ready, I guess, because all the other ones have just been smooth on this trip. But yeah, got the credit. Wasn't horrible, wasn't great. We got an aero looper over here. We got the motorcycle roller coaster. I've never been on one of those before. We got the Gerstlauer, and I think there might be one more. So I think I'm gonna head towards the aero and the motorbike one right now. So I'll see you guys once we get to one of those. There's the moto coaster sitting on the launch track, broken down. Walked all the way over here, back of the park, for them to tell me it's closed. Not for the day, they just said that. I'm gonna check back later, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, we're gonna ride the aero looper, Viper, super original name, right? So. It seems like Six Flags likes to just slap that name on any ride that they can't think of a good one for. Anyway, let's get on it. Got off Viper and it wasn't bad. A little bit rough, probably the roughest aero so far on this trip, but still not really painful. I mean, the batwing was a little bit painful. I banged my neck once, but no head banging, no back and forth or anything like that. So still a pretty fun ride. It looked like the kiddie coaster might be closed, so if that's the case, we won't be getting that credit. But I'm just gonna head towards Tantrum and Mind Eraser because I gotta ride those still. So See you guys once we get over there. So the kiddie coaster isn't closed, but once again, they won't let me ride it, so that's fine. I'm getting food real quick. They don't have the all-year dining plan at Six Flags like they do at Cedar Fair, unfortunately, but they do have 4 meals for 40 bucks, so that's what I did. It's actually a pretty good deal. 2 onion rings, a bunch of fries, and 4 chicken strips for 1 meal. So I'm gonna eat up. I'll let you guys know how it is after, and we're gonna head over to the next ride. Alright, just got off Tantrum. That was really fun. It was really short, but really good. I think that Nickelodeon's Universe has a better layout, but it's hard to enjoy the airtime and all that with shoulder restraints, and on this ride it's just a lap bar, so you get really good ejector airtime on that first drop, and you get to hang out of your seat a lot on all the inversions, but it's just over so fast. So I think they're about equal for me. If SpongeBob had lap bars, it would beat this easily, but it doesn't, so I don't know. They're both really good. I'm gonna go ride the SLC, and then if they don't open up the motorbike ride soon, I'm just gonna leave because I don't want to spend another hour or 2 here waiting for a ride to maybe open. It's a waste of time. So anyway, yeah, Tantrum, super fun ride. Let's go get on the SLC and hope that it doesn't absolutely kill me. All right, just got off Mind Eraser. It honestly wasn't unbearable, but it was rough. Definitely a lot rougher than the SLC at Michigan's Adventure. I still did the same thing. I stapled myself real tight, leaned my head against one side. Just on all those transitions, the train like shakes left and right, so your head's gonna rub up against it a little bit, but it's definitely better than banging. But yeah, not a fun experience, but not really painful as compared to like Kong. That's still like the worst ride I've ever ridden. And it's a clone, but like they all just run differently depending on how they're maintained, I suppose, and the trains and all that. So bearable, ride it for the credit. Not gonna get back on it again though. So I'm gonna see if Motobike opened up, and if not, I might get a re-ride in Superman, and that might do it. So I'll update you guys once I check on that. All right, the motor coaster is still closed. I don't want to wait around and waste my time waiting for it. And I just remembered that there's a clone of the Superman ride that I'm literally going to be riding in like, I think 2 or 3 days. I know they have one at New England and one at America, I think. So there's 2 of Superman. One of them's a clone of this though. And so I'm just going to take the rest of the day off. I was really tired last night after 2 days at Cedar Point, and I'm a lot better today because I slept in a hotel and all that, but I don't think it would be bad to just make my way up to Queens, find a crash spot, and just chill. So I'm gonna do that. I did this whole park in less than 3 hours, and I was taking my time. Food took like 30 or 40 minutes just for them to get it ready because they just started cooking it up, and Motobike was closed, so that wasted a bunch of time. So I'm willing to bet if you guys came here on a weekday, you could get it done in an hour or 2. I don't really think it's worth coming up here. I mean, Tantrum was fun and all, but you can ride better rides like SpongeBob or Hang Time, and Superman was really good, but that's about it. So yeah, I'm gonna head out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at the Great Escape. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'm out of here. Peace.